It's time for my favorite kind of math. I'm going to introduce you to a branch of math called Combinatorics, and we're only going to spend 2 days on it, but you could spend a whole year studying it. Here's a beautiful book, Combinatorics and Graph Theory. That would be like the next thing you'd do in college if you were going to continue combinatorics. And then here's Introduction to Enumerative Combinatorics, which is even more advanced combinatorics. What is combinatorics, you were wondering? Combinatorics is usually called the art of counting because it's the math that's involved in being able to either list or count how many ways there are of arranging things in certain patterns or putting things together in certain combinations. It's got applications all over the place. There's a lot of applications in computer science. I know there's some in chemistry. It shows up in a lot of surprising places in other types of math as well. And on day 2 of our study of combinatorics, you're going to see a really, really important one called the Binomial Theorem. I think it's one of the most important things we'll talk about in this class, actually. Insofar as being a really kind of fundamental idea that shows up in a ton of different places later on. Aside from, you know what? I almost forgot. Like the most immediate application is probability. So hopefully you remember that the probability of an event can be calculated by figuring out how many ways could the event happen and divide that by the total number of different things that could have happened. So just like, for example, if I have a 6-sided die and I want to know what's the probability of getting 1, well, there's only one way for me to roll a 1, and there's 6 things that could have happened total, so that's a probability of 1/6 that I'd get a 1 if I roll a 6-sided die. But if I want to know what's the probability of getting an even number, let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, so there's 3 even numbers on the die. There are 6 total things I could have gotten, so that gives me probability 1/2 that I would have rolled an even number. So like this hopefully is familiar to you, but what I wanted to point out is combinatorics is what will help you answer these questions. How many ways can something happen for situations that are more complicated than just rolling a die? Okay, come back in the next video and, we'll actually do some.